LEGO Imperial Shells and comparing them. Two that I find really close in similarity. First one, we have the 2050 Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, gets 75094 of 939 pieces in 2015. This set came out for $100. 5 minifigures. We'll go over them in more detail in just a moment. An incredible Imperial Shuttle build, my favorite Imperial Shuttle of all time. Love that set, it is just fantastic. And also, gotta say, the box art, really good too. We'll take a look perhaps at the box arts of these two sets because they both are really good and some of my favorite LEGO box arts of all time. On the right over here, we have Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, 863 pieces. 6 minifigures with a $90 retail price when it came out. Gives us our 75156. This was a 2016 Rogue One set. And then we have a 2015 Return of the Jedi set. So I'm very excited to compare these two sets. We'll be doing, let's do box art, minifigures, build experience, and then build and also the wings out. We'll do a whole section about that. But before we go further on to this video though, please sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn notifications button on if you have not already. Really does help out the channel, make all this great stuff happen. Let's take a look at the box arts. Alright, I normally don't do this for LEGO box art comparisons, but this one I feel like is really good. So we have, on this one, we have both Death Star. That's why I chose this part. We have two Death Stars, Death Star 2 and then the first Death Star. I really like on this one how you're able to see the whole Death Star and you can see that it's being built around there. Then this one, it's like taking up the whole thing, making it look really cool. And of course you see Krennic Shuttle in that area the whole time. We do have the Rebels Stormtrooper on the side of this box right here. One that I'm not too thrilled about, but I really do like the anime style of Rebels and I find it really cool. Of course you got the Phoenix right here and you also got, I think, another Phoenix right here. On this side, you have a Imperial Death Trooper. I love my Imperial Death Troopers. They look awesome. You got a Death Trooper here, and then a little TIE Fighter on the side. Of course, you got LEGO Star Wars on both sides. One using, of course, that kind of 2014 to 2015 look right there. Then you got the look that they've been using ever since then. Of course, you got on tons of LEGO box arts. Now, on the main part of the box, of course, you got the ships centered in the practically the middle, and of course you got your minifigures in your bottom corners. Then on your opposite corners you got Disney. I really do like how the kind of like the bottom sides are flipped. Side of this box art, pretty good. And then this is what I like most, is the back of the box art showing play features. These were some of the best back of box art ever. I really like how they showcase all the play details with these sets. They really sell them on the back of the box. They really do. And I don't really think I know what to give this point to. I mean, I love both these sets. I'm going to keep it a good 1-1, 1 point for each set. So we're going to keep the score 1-1 right now for these two awesome sets. Alright, for the minifigures for this set for Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, we have Chewbacca, Han Solo, and Princess Leia, both in their Endor garb. I really like both of them. They look fantastic. I especially really love Leia's pauldron that she has, or kind of like, what is that, the poncho that she has, really nice. And then you got two Endorian troopers. You got, of course, Commander Rex, that is the lore. Then you have another trooper as well. They both look very nice. I love the printing on both of these guys. For Leia, you don't really have much printing on her legs, but she does have a little cookie for Wicket. And then for Han Solo, they do use the older hair piece, which they have quickly changed today. And you get your Chewbacca, which I don't think they've changed Chewbacca in a decade. I mean, this is a pretty good Chewbacca, very good. Of course, they're using a new crossbow piece today, but all in all, a very nice Chewbacca. And then for our Krennic Shuttle, we have K2SO. Very nice minifigure, really like him. And then you got Bodhi Rook, very nice minifigure. I would have loved to see some leg printing on him, but all in all, it looks fantastic. Pal is up next. I love this figure. I love his face print, looks very nice. Really cool. Director Krennic is an all-time favorite minifigure of mine. Very good. And then two Imperial Death Trooper Commanders, I believe, because they got the pauldrons on their shoulders. Love these figures. They look fantastic. LEGO really did knock it out of the park with these guys. And you can see they look really cool. So these two figures, or two sets for these figures, are very close. You got one with 6, one with 5. This was $10 more when it came out. And I believe both these sets were on shelves at the same time, which is actually pretty crazy. So I'm gonna give this point to this set right here with the Krennic Shuttle, just because it has 6 minifigures for $90, while this set had 5 for $100. I just think it's a little bit better, and also I really like these minifigures a little bit more. Director Krennic and the Imperial Death Troopers, as well as K2SO, put it over the top for me, while Captain Rex is very nostalgic in this set. So we're gonna give it 2-1 to Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. All right, in this portion of the comparison, we'll be going over them in their landed position, and then we'll be going over them in our flying position. So there'll be 2 separate points awarded in this system. So Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, very nice white model. I really do like it. It has not yellowed for me because I've kept it in the dark. But if we lift up the cockpit, you'll see 2 spots for 2 minifigures. So that is a little bit better than the 1 spot on Director Krennic Shuttle, but you get the job done there. Very nice cockpit shaping right here. It looks very good. Now the chin is not that bad. It actually is pretty good compared to the 2021 iteration of the Tydirium. It looks very nice. Now, if we push down this side, you'll notice that it does kind of click a little bit when it moves. Keep that in mind for Krennic's Shuttle. You can see on this side, very nice paneling that they use. There are some blaster cannons, one down here, which I believe you can activate pushing down that. You saw it flew away. Oh, it landed on my Speed Champions. There we go. So I know where that one went. One thing I do not like about this model is that when you turn to the side, you can see the little yellow washers, Technic ones, that they use in this build. Now, I believe they came out with gray just a couple years ago, so I get it that they didn't introduce it in a new color. That's my only qualm with this set, just because you can't see it, or you really can see it, and it's just noticeable, really noticeable. I don't really like it too much. Now, the interior, you lift this panel up like so, and you're able to see Captain Rex, and then you can lift up the other side to see the other side as well. So as you can see Endor over there, and you can also see a little crate as well. So it's a very good model. If we put this back down, lift this up, you can basically see how the top wing looks, very nicely done. And then this is what the other side looks like. And again, this other side is the same as well, so we'll not go over that. Then the back of the ship, very nice engines. It looks phenomenal. They did a very good job on this. Flip her around. Oh yeah, that's one more thing. The landing gear, when you put the landing gear forward, it makes it very back heavy, which makes it tip backwards a lot. So just keep that in mind, but it does look very good, nice and tall. Now, Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, on the complete opposite spectrum. It is completely black, while this is white, which is a great comparison. I love that. So we got 2 blaster cannons right here, and then we got our spring-mounted cannons on this side. Now the wings, instead of clicking, they're actually using these ball joint pieces to kind of make it pretty smooth. I do not know if that will wear worse over time than this. I just had this set for 2 weeks now, so well, this one I've had for about 1.5 years. So this one's been doing good, while I don't have enough information for Krennic's Shuttle yet. Now, it's a very nice model, a whole bunch of greebling details that just knock it out of the park. They did a very good job. On this one, it's a lot more plates, not a ton of studs, which is opposite of the Tydirium, which has a lot of studs on the main fuselage. And then for our main wing right here, it's very nicely done. And then the back is also nicely done as well. And this one, they do use skis as like the little kind of attachments for the base, so that's all right in my opinion, not my favorite. You got 2 little red lights on the back, and of course there's an interior, which you gotta lift up the cockpit, and we'll flip this around so everyone can see. You can only have 1 minifigure in the cockpit, and then you push it out and down. You lift this up like so. So you can see our 2 Death Troopers sitting here, a little ramp for up and down right there. Krennic. And then we have some more spots that you can put minifigures and that kind of stuff. I just noticed that these 2 grill elements are supposed to be steps, which is actually pretty cool. And then you have a printed control, actually sticker control panel of the Death Star right here. Very nicely done. Lego did a very good job with this. And now, once I close it up, we will award our points. Close her up like so. So this one, for the exterior, I really like the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium look, but it's just, I really like the shaping of Krennic's Shuttle, but I think I'm going to give this point to Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, making this score now to 2. So now I'm going to put these on some stands and we'll check out what they look like with their wings all the way down. Alright, so here are the stands right here. As you can definitely see, the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium is dwarfed by Krennic's shuttle. So Krennic's shuttle is huge with its wings, huge. That's definitely a strong point in his favor, or in that ship's favor. And then I've got the Tydirium over here, very nice. I actually haven't had displayed like this in a while. I'm actually really digging it. It looks looking very nice. They did a phenomenal job with it. And I really do enjoy both of these ships on their fully flying positions. They really do look very good. I like the wings open. And just because it is much larger for a cheaper price when it came out, I'm going to get this point to Krennic's shuttle, making it 3-2 in its favor and winning this comparison. So it's a really fun comparison. We went over Krennic's Imperial Shuttle versus the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. This one from 2015. Krennic is from 2016. I really love both these sets. Almost a decade since they both came out. It is just so crazy. I hope you guys did enjoy this new kind of comparison. I did tremendously. It was a really fun video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn notifications button on if you haven't already. Please sure to like this video. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. May the Force be with you.